August 20th, 2010. This is today's RSOE update. It's going to be a long one. I've got a big list of things to cover. In California, the Plumas Eureka Park, the national park, the campgrounds have been closed. Apparently they found a few dead rodents that died of the plague, and this has happened before. They shut it down in 92 and 93. Apparently this has to do with the weather, that kind of thing. In Indonesia, 184 people were poisoned from eating bad fish and drinking bad water. Apparently cyanide was in one of the rivers from one of the new mining operations. Officials are looking into it. They are, quote, gathering more information. So got some problems going on in Indonesia with some mining. They're also reporting red tide. Apparently a couple of people got shellfish poisoning from eating shellfish in the red tide kind of thing. In the Philippines, 50 houses were destroyed by floods. They reported a tornado and of course heavy rains. And here we go again with the Philippines. In India, a bus careened off of a deteriorated road off a 500-foot gorge, and 24 people were killed, 29 people were injured. They're still dealing with the heavy rains in India. In Bolivia, they have declared a state of emergency. Apparently 25,000 fires are currently ongoing. 1.5 million hectares of land. They're having health alerts up for all the smoke inhalation, and they're telling people not to burn their crops because that's something that they normally do. These farmers will burn their fields and go ahead and replant, that kind of thing, but it's been so dry there, and it's just completely out of control. Spain's reporting floods today. They've been having rain spurts of 2.5 inches an hour. Roads washed away, rescuers being called out left and right. Apparently they've had 322 instances that they've had to call rescuers out over. In the Atlantic Ocean today, the scientists have come out with the big Atlantic garbage patch. So apparently if you went straight out from the state of Georgia out into the middle Atlantic Ocean, and go 500 miles in any direction, and that'll be the big plastic garbage patch, just like the ones you've heard about in the Pacific Ocean, and all the fun things that entails. Apparently a pod of whales beached themselves in New Zealand last night or the night before. They're still trying to save 15 of these whales, but 58 of them have already passed away. So they're trying to do that down there. In the state of Oregon, the D. Harris Forest Fire threatens Maupin, the city of Maupin, and it could be evacuated. At least 5 fires are burning out of control in Central Oregon right now, so they're having a lot of fires in Oregon. In Great Britain, Wales reporting flash floods, heavy rains. Again, rescuers having to go out and rescue motorists, and all the flooding funness that entails. The beaches in northern France have been closed due to a crocodile spotting. So apparently there's a saltwater crocodile swimming on the northern beaches of France in the English Channel. They went ahead and closed the beaches because, you know, that's not something people normally look for. And they're checking the zoos and wild farms, whatever, looking for any missing crocs, that kind of thing. Today, Russia has put some new fire warnings up. They say they have 40 fires still ongoing in this one district. And all the smoke and stuff there. St. Petersburg had a major power outage today. That's the second largest city in Russia. They lost power for quite a bit of time. I think they still got power outage. They weren't really specific about why the power went out. Maybe because of the excessive heat and overusage, and they just lost the grid. Volcanic eruptions continue in a very active Japanese volcano. Sakurajima. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a very active volcano in Japan. They're reporting an ash plume 9,000 feet up in the air, heading in a westerly direction. So apparently they had a pretty big significant burp over in Japan, volcano-wise. And of course we're all aware of the fires going on in British Columbia, the smoke alerts going up in Alberta, and all the videos of the smoke and fire that I've seen all morning. Definitely Google some of those things. There's some pretty dramatic footage going on. As far as the overall RSOE disaster things going on, it's pretty much that's it. And if anything else big comes up, I will let you know. Thanks for putting up with a 6-minute video. Wow.